talk about hunger. I haven't felt hunger in a very long time. Honestly, it went away from me when I did my first dry fast ever. I went for 5 days. And ever since then, I have not felt hunger. And I've been aware of it, and I have still been eating or drinking. And when I would go to eat or drink, I'd be like, I'm not really hungry though. But I wasn't ready to sit with that and address it at the time. So this was like last summer, fall-ish, that this occurred. Fast forward a year later, and I'm like, whoa, I still do not feel any hunger. What's going on here? I am super aware that I am eating almost, I'll say 80% of the time just because I want to. There's not an actual need for an energy source to sustain my activities. I used to see hunger as anytime my stomach made a noise. I was like, oh, I just must be hungry. And so, I'd open the fridge, create a plate, shovel the food in, move on. Now, I still do that. But again, there's that awareness. And I associated any stomach feeling to the point where this was probably, now I'm going back maybe 4 years ago. At this point, I couldn't even distinguish between a stomach ache versus being hungry, which sounds crazy, but that's how ignorant I was to the language of the body. I did not understand what my body was saying. I never even knew that it was communicating to me on some type of level other than pain. That was pretty clear, it's pain. But then after reading various books, going through my juice fasting and dry fasting experiences, I started to observe those, stomach grumblings, and I started to notice some of them were just, shit moving around. It was not hungry. Others, it was, just digestion. It was moving the last meal from point A to B, which is, I guess, part of shit moving around. There was stomach aches. Something was getting got at, that cilantro juice that I had is going to town, especially with grape juice. I haven't had it in a minute, but grape juice really used to fuck my stomach up. And I started to notice all these little signs and signals, but then I was like, okay, but where's the stomach noise that means I need to eat food because I need energy, and this is just the way that I get energy right now? It never came. I was like, holy shit, none of these stomach grumbles mean I'm hungry. Then what means I'm hungry? So last fall, I started the journey of listening to my body. And I figured out a few signs and symptoms that mean, I don't even know if it's a few actually, it might just be one. And the one that comes to mind, when the body truly requires an energy source, I start to feel lightheaded. I stand up and it's like, whoa. Or I'm just moving around and I'm just like, well, I'm feeling a little weird in the head. Like my brain needs glucose or something because this just don't feel right. And that's about the only thing I feel that indicates I'm hungry. Now, I do eat every day or drink every day. So I don't know how often that feeling would come if I refrained, right, from just eating when I want, which is a lot. So now, like, the wheels are turning in my head. Now I'm like, oh my God, I need to do another dry fast. I haven't done another one since my first ever that I went 5 days, because honestly, it was quite traumatic for me. It caused some trauma, and not because I didn't have any food. It was because of how weak my body got so quickly. But my body's in a much different state now. And I would not feel like that. But I'm not gonna lie, there's a little fear. So some illusions being thrown around that same thing might happen again. So I haven't actually tried yet. And I honestly don't want to do another dry fast if that's the mindset I have going in, because that's what I'll create. So I need to do a little bit more reprogramming first. But I haven't bothered to do any reprogramming because I was like, I don't know if I want to do it again. But now I need to do some experiments. And I like to experiment on myself. So that is coming soon. You know, Abraham's teachings, those things have been sinking in, and A Course in Miracles. You know, hunger is associated with lack, which is the opposite of what our inner beings know, which is abundance. So I can never be hungry. I have everything that I need. Man, it's really making me think, so why am I eating? And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not ready to stop. I'll have to ponder that more later. You know, before fasting, hunger was something I thought of just like go to the fridge and eat. Just like put something down, anything. It didn't matter. Like a bag of chips, candy, soda. I wasn't really drinking soda like that, but you get my point. I didn't see, well, I saw the emotional ties, but I didn't know how to cut them. So I was almost like, I was a slave to my emotions, and depending on what I was feeling, that's what I would go to eat. You know, like, yeah, I'm sure everybody been there. I don't gotta talk about it. Yeah, it was very much emotional, physical, or just like straight out of boredom. I was eating because I was bored. And now I'm like, what the hell is hunger? I keep asking this question, like, what the hell is hunger? And I can't help but like reflect on what I've been reading in this book. It's like a mechanism in which the ego reinforces itself. Bro, I'm shaking because I'm having some realizations here. I did not know like I was going to think all this. I'm like, whoa. And now that I'm realizing this, I don't want this program or this belief system of lack. I want the one of abundance. That's the one that makes me feel the best, hands down. I've never felt good thinking of lack. Never. And you know, they say people get hangry. Man, those motherfuckers are freaking out. Like, that don't look like a good place to be in. Like, when you're hungry as hell and you're like, shit, you don't know when you're going to get your next meal. Like, you start tapping your foot, you start shaking. It's like, it's withdrawals. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Man, it's hitting me. Okay. I guess I was ready for this, even though I said I wasn't. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to dive into this any further, but I just went head first. So, okay, we're in it. So now I need to create this new relationship with hunger, or I don't know, with abundance. I'm still figuring it out, honestly. Hunger now feels more like a demand to listen and less of one to eat. I'm gonna listen more to those thoughts that are telling or that are saying I'm hungry. Because where are they coming from? Not me. I don't lack anything. I have an abundance of energy. So why the hell would I need to eat? Man, but I want to eat. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I was just like, yo, hold on. But it's one thing to want something than to feel that I need it. And that's the belief system that's in place right now for me. Like, on some level, I do know that I don't need food. But that's not my belief. Because there's so many moments throughout my life still where I'm like, I need something to eat. So I have my work cut out for me. This fast is crazy. I can't believe I thought this is just going to be about cleaning up my body of gunk. I love my mind. I love how sharp it is. I just got to tweak some things. I got to let go of that ego. Oh man, I also just want to say this quote because it really made me think. And it's, emptiness isn't a problem. It's a teacher. And like, if I had a quote to sum up these last 30 days of my juice fast, it would be that. Because damn. I'll just let y'all sit with that. I'm going to sit with it. Much love and happy healing.